Hey folks, how's everybody doing today? Figured I'd do a short video on how to find some arrowheads. I usually try to find spots where you find a lot of chips, you know, these little white things right here. A lot of them are chips. Definitely I know a bunch of Indians been around here, so I've found a bunch of points in this area. But they ain't going the greatest, but my belief on that is the sun is terrible. When it's full sun, you don't find much. Very hard to see. So I look for spots where water's washed down the hill, and you see all these rocks kind of come up here, a bunch of gravelly rocks. And if you look, you'll see some that definitely were modified by Indians. Not too much right in here, but like I said, I know there's a bunch here because I found right many arrowheads here. But like I said, I think one of the biggest tips you don't hear anyone talk about is not to hunt rocks in the sun. If you go in full daylight with the sun blaring, you're not going to find much. I don't know what exactly it is, but an overcast, cloudy day is by far the best time to arrowhead hunt. But you see all this gravel. And these white rocks, when I talk about chips, that's what I mean by chips. Not no potato chips, rock chips. All these little pieces here. Some of them definitely are chips from arrowheads. Look at here. No, that's just a rock, I think. But you see, I got a spoon stick. I use this to save my back a little bit. Bend over too much during the day picking up rocks, make your back hurt. So I try to use a spoon stick to help out a little on that. Like I said, this spot here, I know there's arrowheads behind here because I found a few, but there's a lot of chips. Definitely not a very productive day, but like I said, the sun's out bright. Sure is a lot of different kind of rocks here. Normally, I don't have so many different varieties of rocks in a lot of the places I hunt them at. Just not seeing anything in here. I often wander around like new fence lines, like I said, drainage ditches where the water runs downhill. There's bound to be arrowheads somewhere. But like I said, I think my biggest problem today is broad daylight. When it's real bright, it's almost impossible to find arrowheads. And that's one thing nobody talks about in tips. When people ask what they need to do, nobody says anything about the weather. Of course, you want to get some exercise and walk around. Any day's a good day for that. But to look for arrowheads and do very well, I'm convinced it's got to be when the sun is starting to go down. I like to look early in the morning, late in the evening, or a nice cloudy day. But like I said, today is not producing too much. I found a couple earlier today, but not seeming to find much here. But like I said, you see this new fence. There's been machinery around here, so you know it's probably brought a few to the surface. Now you just got to figure out where they went or where they're hiding. Plus, it's pretty hot out. I always joke that they hide and they go somewhere in air conditioning once it gets this hot out. But obviously that's just a joke because they don't move. But like I said, I think one of the biggest things, don't get upset when you go looking in full sun and you can't find any, because it's very hard. No, sure, this little chip kind of looks like a red chip of some sort. Whoa, right there, look at there. Right there. There's one. Kind of a little different one. I think it might be rhyolite. I'm not positive on that. But like I said, I look around spots like this. Anything that water runs down usually gets them moving. But like I said, remember, look after a rain. When the ground's wet, I think it's even better to look then. And like I said, when the sun's real bright, it's really hard to find arrowheads. Some days I don't really do too well, and that's definitely been today. They must be on vacation or something. Or maybe they know I should really be working, and instead I'm out here trying to find some damn rocks. Like I said, you can see all kinds of different rocks. But like I said, this is the first time I've ever been in this area looking for anything. Usually I'm up on higher on the hill, and I found right many over there. But figured I would mention that tip, that broad daylight is a terrible time to try to find an arrowhead. You want to wait till the sun's going down, cloudy day, or something, in between there. Makes it much easier to find arrowheads. A lot of people say how complicated it is, and I guess I shouldn't say it's easy, because I spent 36 years trying to find an arrowhead. Never found one. All of a sudden, a friend of mine pretty much forced me to go. I didn't want to go, and damn if I didn't find 19 arrowheads that day. Best I ever had yet. But like I said, that's just a rock. Definitely a lot of rocks. More rocks than anything. But when I talk about chips, you see all these white rocks. Where I'm at, you have a lot of these white chips. Mainly quartz. Oh, I don't know about this one here. I think that's just a rock. Well, I'll get off here now. I need to get back to work. I was trying to find a few. But today ain't my day. And that happens for sure. Some days I can't find nothing. Usually have 1 or 2 off days. Then I have a few days I find a bunch. Then again, a few more days I can't find nothing. And it just keeps repeating its cycle. We all have a great day. And remember, try looking on hillsides where it's not always at the top, but it's close. About 3/4 of the way up. West facing, so that the sun hits it first thing in the morning. That's often where the Indians hung out. And you, like I said, you don't want to be all the way at the top. You want to be just below it, because my thoughts are they tried to stay below where the wind would be. And just wander around and try to enjoy yourself. Being in the outdoors can never be a bad time in my book. But being in the city definitely can be. I can't be in the city, but whoa, what we got here? That right there, definitely something. Like I said, I really have never found a place that I can't find an arrowhead, but it took me 36 years to find the first. And once I found the first, it's been on non-stop, causing me all kinds of problems. I'm sure it's going to cause me to be late to my funeral. But that's okay. I'm not in a hurry. Well, yeah, I'm going to wrap this little video up, but I figured I'd mention it. Hopefully y'all can find some arrowheads. I would say every county in the state of Virginia, every town has them. You just gotta look.